Om. 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 श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। Um, so we will begin with verse number 64. Verse number 64. अविश्रान्तं पत्युर्गुणगणकथाम्रेड न जपा अविश्रान्तं पत्युर्गुणगणकथाम्रेड न जपा जपा पुष्पछाया तव जननि जिह्वा जयति सा जपा पुष्पछाया तव जननि जिह्वा जयति सा अविश्रान्तं पत्युर्गुणगणकथाम्रेड न जपा जपा पुष्पछाया तव जननि जिह्वा जयति सा यदग्रासीनायाः स्फटिकदृशच्छविमयी यदाग्रासीनायाः स्फटिकदृशच्छविमयी सरस्वत्या मूर्तिः परिणमिति माणिक्यवपुषा सरस्वत्या मूर्तिः परिणमिति माणिक्यवपुषा यदा यदग्रासीनायाः स्फटिकदृशच्छविमयी सरस्वत्या मूर्तिः परिणमिति माणिक्यवपुषा अविश्रान्तं पत्युर्गुणगणकथाम्रेड न जपा जपा पुष्पछाया तव जननि जिह्वा जयति सा यदग्रासीनायाः स्फटिकदृशच्छविमयी सरस्वत्या मूर्तिः परिणमिति माणिक्यवपुषा अविश्रान्तं. Vishrantam means to have take rest. Vishranti means to be resting. Vishrantam, avishrantam, continuously. Patyuhu, pati of the pati, which means your consort, your husband, Shiva. Katha, guna, gana, the composite of all the gunas, katha, the katha, the stories, amradena, amred, uh, amredana means continuous repetition. Not once, not twice, continuous repetition. We say sometimes Ramanam Japa, Rama, 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 the person is doing continuously. That is called Amredana. So, Amredana Japa. So, here Acharya is saying, Avrishrantam, continuous Japa. Amredana Japa, continuous Japa, without any rest. Of whom? Patyur Guna Gana Katha. So the stories and the virtues and the qualities of your husband. Japa Pushpa Chhaya Tava. Japa Pushpa Chhaya, the glow of the hibiscus flower, the color of the hibiscus flower, Japa Pushpa Chhaya Tava, your Janani, Jivha Jayati Sa, is victorious over. I'll explain the meaning later. Yada, that Agra, Agra Asina, Agrasina, sitting at the tip, sitting in the beginning, sitting at the tip. Tip of what? Tip of the tongue, right? Because he has already mentioned Jivha. Jivha means tongue. Yadagrasina, Agra Asina, Spatika Drishat Chavimayi. Spatika means crystal. So the person who is like crystal. Who is like crystal? Next word. Saraswatya. Murti. The Devi Saraswati. Where is she? Sitting at the tip of the tongue. Parinamiti changes. Manikya Vapusha, glowing like the ruby. So, what is he saying? If we put all of this together, your tongue, mother, bright red in color, like the brighter than the hibiscus flower. It has defeated the hibiscus flower's color, right? Jivha japa pushpa chaya jayati sa. It has overcome. It has been victorious over the color of the hibiscus flower. That tongue is continuously repeating the name of your husband, because Saraswati, who is bright white crystal in color, she sits at the tip of the tongue, but because of the glow of the tongue, she has also become red like the ruby. So, Acharya is saying the Devi's tongue, the tip of the tongue, actually Saraswati is sitting. And whatever, therefore, Devi says is actually essentially knowledge. What is Saraswati? Saraswati is another form of Devi only. And therefore, when she is speaking, whatever she is speaking is the ultimate knowledge. Knowledge in some form or the other is all the time emanating from Devi. So that is why Saraswati has been depicted to be sitting over there. But this knowledge is coming to us as an activity. Now, Saraswati's knowledge is, you have to strive to get that knowledge. That is why she is white in color, Tatvika. There is no motion. There is no activity. She is there. You have to take trouble, do work, and you acquire that knowledge. But when it comes to Lalita, when it comes to the Devi herself, then she turns red. Red, what is red? The color of Rajas, the color of activity. In her activity, she gives it to you. You don't have to do anything. You just have to approach her. You have to surrender to her. And the moment you surrender to her, she gives you the knowledge. You don't have to strive for the knowledge. With Saraswati, you have to strive for the knowledge. So Saraswati, when she sits on the tongue of Devi, she also becomes Rajasic in nature. She becomes red. And she is glowing red. Manikya Vapusha. She is beautifully glowing red. And the tongue, it has become red. Now everybody's tongue is red. Right? Is it? No, our tongues are pink. Our tongues are not red. Right? So, in Lalita, we have a description of her red mouth. Do you remember? Tambula Purita Mukhi. Right? Now, so why should her tongue be red? Oh, because she's chewing pan, and while chewing pan, Shiva is very beautiful, Shiva is very good, Shiva. No, that will not happen. Right? She is not speaking with tambulam in her mouth. That is not in etiquette. That is not the way somebody respectfully, you are talking about your guru, you are talking about your husband, you are talking about your wife, you are talking about somebody you respect. You will not put pan in your mouth and talk. Correct? So Tambula Purita Mukhim is correct. It is her description. She has described herself. But not when she is doing stuti of her husband. When she is doing stuti of her husband, then the tongue, because of the continuous exercise of the tongue. See, if you go to a vigorous exercise, your face becomes red in color because of the circulation, right? So here, the circulation from her exercise that she is doing, the mental exercise that she is doing of continuously, Amredana Japa. Amredana Japa, that continuous stuti she is doing. Vishranti, Avishranti, without any Vishranti. That has changed the color of her tongue to be red. But where is the word coming from? Where are the words coming from? She has inspired Saraswati to sit on her tongue, and she is giving you that knowledge. Now, when she is praising her husband's stuti of her husband, what is she doing? She is giving us the knowledge. She and her husband are not different. She and her husband are not different, right? What does she carry in her hands? Trishulam. What does Shiva carry in his hands? Trishulam. Right? How many hands is Devi depicted with? 4 hands. Also multiple hands. What is Shiva depicted? 4 hands. Right? All very similar. Everything is similar. So Shiva and Shakti are inseparable. So when she is praising her husband, for whom is she praising? For us. She is giving us that knowledge. We don't have to strive to get that knowledge. That is the meaning. So what is being praised here? One by one, we are looking at every part of the body being praised. We saw her ears being praised. We saw her eyebrows being praised. Now we have come to her tongue being praised. Right? So again he says, Avishrantam patyur gunagana katham redana japa japa pushpa chaya tava janani jivha chayati sa yadagraseenaya sphatikadrishat chavimayi saraswatya murti parinamiti manikya vapusha. I love this manikya vapusha. The Saraswati is crystal clear. See, when you're looking at knowledge, what does knowledge do? Knowledge also makes things crystal clear. So Devi, when she is in the form of Saraswati, she is actually that crystal clear clarity of understanding this world, understanding the Leela becomes very evident to us. But you see how rishis and everybody has approached Saraswati. Oh, they have to do tapasya of the Ain Bijam, they have to do a Mahatapasya, then they have to do Saraswati Upakhyanam, etc., etc. Nothing. All you have to say, Ma, please give me the knowledge, and she will give it to you. Because she is continuously flowing with the knowledge. Avishranti. Right? So, any questions? Otherwise, we will move to the next shloka. So, 65.
In the Saraswati Shlokam, it says Bhakta Jihvagra Sadana. Shamadi Gunadaini. Bhakta Jihvagra Sadana. So,
correct. So, when you have become devoted to her so much that anything that you say cannot be deviated from the knowledge that she has given you. Hence, it is as if. It is not that she is actually sitting. In Devi's case, she is actually sitting on the tongue. In our case, it is as if she is sitting with her, on her tongue. So that is why Bhakta Jivhagre, right, on the tip of the tongue. Here, she is very clear, Asina. He used the word Asina. Right? Asina means sitting. So she is there. So here, in our case, it is as if. Whereas in her case, it is. That is the big difference. Right. But good comparison. Good you pointed this out. Next, 65. Rane jitva daityanapahita shirastraikavachivihi. Rane jitva daityanapahita shirastraikavachivihi. Nivritteish chandam nivritteish chandam stripurahara nirmalya vimukaihi. Nivritteischandam stripurahara nirmalya vimukaihi rane jitva daityanapahita shirastraikavachibihi nivritteischandam stripurahara nirmalya vimukaihi vishakhendropendrai sashi vishada karpura shakalaha vishakhendropendrai sashi vishada karpura shakalaha विलीयन्ते मातस्तव वदनताम्बूलकबलाः विलीयन्ते मातस्तव वदनताम्बूलकबलाः विशाखेन्द्रोपेन्द्रैः शशिविशदकर्पूरशकलाः विलीयन्ते मातस्तव वदनताम्बूलकबलाः रणे जित्वा दैत्यानपहृतशिरस्त्रैः कवचिभिः निवृत्तैश्चण्डां स्त्रिपुरहर निर्माल्य विमुखैः विशाखेन्द्रोपेन्द्रैः शशिविशद कर्पूरशकलाः विलीयन्ते मातस्तव वदन ताम्बूलकबलाः रणे जित्वा दैत्या. So Rane in the battlefield, Jitva victorious, Daitya means multiple demons, the sons of Diti. Aparita Shirastraihi. Aparita, taking off. Shirastraihi, the crowns that are covering the helmets or the crowns that are covering their heads. Kavachibihi. But the kavacha is not being taken off. So, Aparita Shirastrai Kavachibihi, they having taken off their helmets, not taken off their armor. Nivrittei, having completed the job, right? कार्य निवृत्त होने के बाद मेरे से बात कीजिए। कार्य निवृत्त होने का मतलब कार्य खत्म करने के बाद, having become freed from. So here निवृत्तेहि, having completed that job, निवृत्तेहि, निवृत्तेहि चंडाम त्रिपुर हर निर्माल्य विमुखेहि. So here the remains of Shiva's food, the remains of Shiva's food, right? What is he using the word here? Tripura Hara Nirmalya, right? What is Nirmalya? That which has been given away, right? At the end of the day, when the puja is over, then we take the flowers and we say, this is Nirmalyam, right? Next day morning in Guruvayurappa, there's a huge crowd to see Nirmalya Darshanam. Nirmalya means that which is being already offered, which is to be taken away and thrown away, right? That is to be viewed. So there people line up to see it. The reason it is believed that in the night all the devatas come for doing puja and so on and so forth. So the power that particular time the Lord has the image of the Lord, the Vigraha is more powerful or more gracious. I normally tell people, God's grace has degrees. Sometimes more powerful, sometimes less powerful. It is our receptivity that is changing. How can that which is permanent, avyaya, that which cannot change, kutastha, how can that have degrees? There is no degree in infinity. Our receptivity changes. So when we go early in the morning, you take a bath at 2 o'clock in the morning, you have not slept the whole night, you have intense eagerness, right? You take a bath, you stand in the line, 45 minutes, Narayana, 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, and then you land up in front of that particular idol. Suddenly you are transported. What happened? Is he showing more power? No, 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 no. You have become more receptive. That is all. Change the receptivity, you will get the same darshan even in the afternoon, even in the evening, even at night. So here, the Nirmalya, Tripura Hara Nirmalya, food which was offered to Shiva, they have discarded, right? For whom? Vimukhaihi, they have discarded. Because it is Chanda Amsha. It is meant for Chandikeshwara. It is meant for Chandikeshwara, hence it has been discarded by them. Now, normal rule, if you see prasadam, what are you supposed to do with prasadam? What are you supposed to do with prasadam?
You offer it.
No, prasadam. You have what you are offering is nivedanam.
Yes.
Naivedyam.
Then you're supposed to take it.
Whatever comes to you,
Grahan
whether
karne
it
ka.
correct. Now, see the story. What happened? One day, Durvasa Muni was walking in the forest and he suddenly had a beautiful smell. So he followed that smell. He followed that smell. He saw one apsara. This apsara she was carrying a beautiful golden colored lotus necklace, and that was suffusing this entire atmosphere with beautiful smell. Now, where have you got this beautiful necklace garland from? The Apsarasa said that I am an attendant of Devi, and today when she was taking her bath, she took this garland and she threw it. So I got it in my hand. So now I am carrying it as her prasada. So Durvasa said, you are her attendant, you are meeting her every day. Please give this to me. The Apsarasa said, okay, Durvasa is asking, let me give it. He gave it to her. Now he carried this for many years. He carried it around with him. Then suddenly he said, why am I getting stuck to this? I am also developing asakti. I should give this to somebody who is deserving. Just that time, Indra was passing by on Airavata. So he called him, Indra. Indra said, he was sitting on the elephant, right? He's looking down on Durvasa. Yes, what? Durvasa. He wears bad clothes, right? His clothes are dirty. So his clothes are dirty. He's never takes care of his own body. He is a Shivamsha. So he doesn't take care of his own body also. So Indra is decked in all golden jewelry and all that and beautiful perfume, attar sab laga ke, hathi ke upar baith ke, he's going. So he says, yes, what is it? He gives him the garland saying this was received from Devi. This is Devi's prasadam. Now, when you get prasadam, You should see some videos of Mahapariva receiving prasadam from a temple. The first thing you do with prasadam is you put it on your head. Whether it is edible or not edible, it doesn't matter. First thing, it should go on the head. Then you do what you are supposed to do with it. Right? You either, if it is a garland, you smell it, you keep it aside. If it is food, you eat it, or you distribute it, etc. What did Indra do? He took that garland and he put it on Airavata. Now, when you put it on Airavata, Airavata is an elephant. And lotuses attract bees. And this is Devi's garland. So many bees came. Airavata took that and put it on the floor and he crushed it. And Durvasa, known for his anger, cursed him and said, let Devi, let Shri leave you. Shri is the original name of Devi. Shri is the original name in the Vedas. She is called Shri. Shri Suktam, if you remember. So, Shri is not only about Lakshmi. Shri is Shri. Right? That is the first manifestation. When in Devi Bhagavatam, when she originates, the first manifestation is in the form of what is called Mahalakshmi. Right? The image for that is in Kolhapur. In the Kolhapur image is called Mahalakshmi. She is not Tirupati Balaji's wife, as it is popularly called. She is Mahalakshmi, the original creator. She is Adi Lakshmi. So this Shri, let Shri leave you. And immediately, Vishnu suddenly said, what happened to my feet? They were being pressed by somebody. That person has vanished. Right? What happened to the jewels? Adishesha, there were jewels on your head. All the manikyas on your head, 1,000 heads. What happened to them? Gone. He's looking around. Vishnu has no ornaments on his body. Alankara Priyo Vishnu. No Alankaram. What happened? No Alankaras. Across the entire world, everywhere there was Shri vanished. Now, always remember, all these the curses that rishis give, they are ultimately meant for the benefit of mankind. So, the whole process of Samudramantanam, etc., happened because of this. Correct? Anyway, in this process, therefore, what do we learn? That whenever there is prasadam, we are supposed to take grahanam of that prasadam. But here, we are seeing a very clear shloka saying that Nivrittesh Chandamshas Tripura Hara Nirmalya Vimukhehi, leaving apart, leaving behind the Tripura Hara. Who is Tripura Hara? Tripura Hara is Shiva, right? The story of how he killed Tripura and all that we will get into sometime later. So Tripura Hara Nirmalya, food that has been offered to him and has been left behind. Vimukhehi, who is coming? Vishakendropendreihi. Vishakha is Skanda. Vishakha is Skanda. Kartikeya. So Kartikeya. Indra is, obviously we know. Upendra is Vishnu. Upendra is Vishnu. Of the 12 Adityas, right? The 12 Adityas, if you remember the names of the 12 Adityas, one of them is called Upendra. Right? So 12 Adityas. He is the son of Kashyapa Muni and Aditi. And he has taken birth over there, and therefore he was the younger brother of Upendra and hence Indra, and therefore he is called Upendra. So Vishnu. So these people, what are they doing? Vishakendra Upendreihi Sashi Vishada Karpura Shakalaha. Sashi Vishada, as pure as the and white as the moon. Karpura Shakalaha, the edible camphor. Viliyante, melting. Where is it melting? In the mouth. Why, how do we know? Because he says, Vadana Tambula Kabalaha, mouth full of pan, mouth full of tambula, mataha, O mother. So he is saying, Acharya is saying that when Vishnu, Skanda, and Indra, what is their job assigned to them? Their job is to kill demons. Right? Basic job is assigned to kill demons. Right? Every time Krishna comes down, Vishnu comes down to this earth, he himself says in the Bhagavad Gita, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttana madharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. I will come down to do what? To establish dharma. Right? Basically to kill that which is adharma. So Their job is that. They are going to keep coming down to. So Skanda goes and kills all the demons from the Tarakasur and etc. All these people, they were killed by Kartikeya. Then you have Indra, whose job is to kill Vritra and all the other demons. Vishnu has his job of killing Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, and Kamsa, and so on and so forth. So after killing them, what do? They rush. Who gives them the job of killing these people? The job of killing these people, who is the, let us say, president, who has assigned departments? Devi. So Devi has assigned the department of demon killing to these three. So having completed the job, what are they supposed to do? They are supposed to report. Job done. Correct? So they are rushing. Because they are rushing to do that job, they leave aside the Nirmalyam. They leave aside the Nirmalyam, saying that, oh, that is for Chandikeshwara, it is not for me. It is for Chandikeshwara. What about Chandikeshwara and where does he come into the picture? I will tell you. So they rush and they go to Devi. So even, see, what did we say about Shiva Prasadam or Hari Prasadam? First put it on your head, then you eat it. Oh, they have left it. Like Indra, right, with Devi's necklace. They have discarded it. But do they get a curse? No, because they are going for better prasadam. What is the better prasadam? Devi's darshan, Devi's vakyam, Devi's tambula spit. Her mouth is full of tambula. She will spit it out at some point of time. That is the knowledge that they are waiting for. Hence they are rushing. So that is the that is why they have rushed over there. And they have rushed so fast that they have forgotten to take off their armor. But when they are going there, they realize, I am still wearing my crowns in front of, how do you wear a crown in front of the Supreme? So you take off, right? See, when we also go to meet somebody very senior, you bow your head. Now, in some cultures, you cover your head. Some cultures, you open your head. It doesn't matter. Basically, you do something with that head, right? In this case, they are removing their headgear. They suddenly remember, oh, we are approaching the Supreme. They remove the headgear, right? So this is like the person who comes to your house on a motorcycle. He will take off the helmet, but he may not take off the jacket because he has come urgently to give you something. Same way, this person now, he will give you something. These people have gone to take something. They have gone to take knowledge. They have gone to take blessings. So they have rushed over there. Now, what is this Chandamsha? Chandikeshwara was a young person. He was very devoted to his to Shiva, and his mother was also a devotee of Shiva. But the father was not devoted to Shiva. The father was not devoted to anybody. The father was actually a sort of a drunkard, and he used to go around. He was a lecherous person. And all this. One day, when Chandikeshwara was doing his puja to Shiva, along with his mother, this person came and he destroyed the puja. He kicked aside the Shivalinga. He threw apart all the puja patrams and all that. And Chandikeshwara got so angry. Chanda, the word itself means anger. Chanda is anger. He got so angry that he killed his father. Think, between my father and the father of this world, the father of the world is bigger. I don't care whether you have given physical birth to me. I have got eternal birth because of him. And he killed his father. Now, because of this, he got Pitra dosha, Pitra hatya dosha. His mother then prayed to Shiva, and Shiva manifested. And she prayed that he should be made alive again, not because the person was a good person, but because the son should not get Pitra hatya dosha. Shiva was so pleased that he took the son with him to Shivaloka and appointed him as a Gana. Now this Gana, he is so possessive about Shiva that he does not allow anything of Shiva's to be taken away. So and he will eat or consume anything only that comes from Shiva. So he even breathes. When he breathes by looking at Shiva. He breathes by looking at Shiva. So as if the breath that is exhaled by Shiva is the breath that I am taking. So in many South Indian temples, they have a small side temple of Chandikeshwara where people go and do tap, 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 tap and make noises over there. That is not necessary, right? He's not deaf. So he is there as the guardian to prevent you from taking even one small speck of sand from Shiva's temple. So you go there and you don't do clapping. He's not deaf. You do this, showing that your hands are clean. You do not have anything taken away from Shiva. Shiva Prasada is to be eaten or consumed inside the Shiva temple, not taken away. So you sit, you eat the Shiva Prasada or drink the Tirtha. Then you meditate. You get up, remove the dust that has been sticking to your feet, to your bottom. Remove that, dust it. Go to Chandikeshwara. Show him, rub your hands and show him your hands that I am not taking anything away. And then you leave. So they are saying here, this Shiva Nirmalya, we are thinking as if it is for Chandikeshwara. Let it be over there. It's not important for us. For me, important is Devi's prasadam. And therefore they are rushing over there. What is the prasadam? The tambula that she is eating, when she will spit it out, that is the prasadam that they are waiting for. Right? So that is the story of this particular verse. Yes, please.
There is a Shakti Peeth where Devi's tongue has fallen, and I think that's somewhere in the north, in Kashmir maybe.
Himachal Pradesh. It is called Jwalamukhi. It is called Jwalamukhi. There is an eternal fire. There are actually 9 flames. It's a cave with 9 separate flames. All the flames have been named separately for each Durga. And there is no Vigraha over there, no Yantra over there. The flames themselves are worshipped as the manifestation of Devi. It is in the Kangra Valley.
Is that Kangra? Is that a seat, that place a seat of knowledge? Like, is that represents...
Okay, so let us not mix up the Shaktipeethas with the Soundarya Lahari. See, Soundarya Lahari has to be taken as an Advaitic text, whereas the Shaktipeethas come from the Tantric texts. So the Tantric texts are not Advaitic in nature. They are dualistic in nature. So over there, Jwalamukhi is a place of consumption of ego. So the flames over there are symbolic of the consumption of ego. So she is continuously burning, and you are going to go there and offer your ego to that fire. That is the symbolism of that particular temple. Okay, now we go to the Yoga Meenakshi. So Yoga Meenakshi, today we are doing verse number 4.
Can I ask one question?
Yes, please. Of course,
not about this, another shloka I thought of. This Nirmalya, I got reminded. Deho Devalaya Prokto Jiva Devo Sadashiva Tyajet Ajnana Nirmalyam Soham Bhaven Pujayet.
Correct.
So I would like to hear your explanation.
So what does it say? Ajnana is Nirmalyam. Yes. I have consumed the Ajnanam, and therefore I am that. I am doing this puja with the bhava that I am that which is being worshipped. See, without this particular shloka, the puja is not even started. Deho Devalaya Prokto. The Deva that I am worshipping is in this Deha itself.
Yeah.
Right? So this is part of the Prana Pratishtha process. So when we say this, Jiva Devo Sanatanaha, right? The Deva that I am worshipping and the Jiva, both are Sanatana. They are eternally existing. This Deha is not the thing to be worshipped. Hence, I give up this Ajnanam. Ajnanam Nirmalyam, and you tajet, you give it up. And now I do the puja with the bhava, soham bhavena pujayet. And then after that, you do Prana Pratishtha. After doing this is the Prana Pratishtha process. So that is where the Nirmalyam comes. Right? Nirmalyam basically means to be discarding. That which is discarded is called Nirmalya. Okay, let us go to verse number 4. Lala manchita ललामाञ्चित स्निग्धफालेन्दुभागाम् ललामाञ्चित स्निग्धफालेन्दुभागाम् लसन्नीरो नीरजोत्पलफुल्लकल्हार संस्थाम् लसन्नी लसन्नीरज नीरजोत्फुल्लकल्हार संस्थाम् ललामाञ्चित स्निग्धफालेन्दुभागाम् लसन्नीर नीरजोत्फुल्लकल्हार संस्थाम् ललाटे क्षणार्धाङ्गलग्नोज्ज्वलाङ्गीम् ललाटे क्षणार्धाङ्गलग्नोज्ज्वलाङ्गीम् परन्धामरूपां भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् परन्धामरूपां भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् ललामाञ्चितस्निग्धफालेन्दुभागाम् लसन्नीरजोत्फुल्लकल्हारसंस्थाम् ललाटे क्षणार्धाङ्गलग्नोज्ज्वलाङ्गीम् परन्धामरूपां भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् ललामाञ्चित Anchita means dressed by. Lalata, from lalata, lalamanchita, on the forehead. The forehead itself is glowing, and then there is the moon on it. It is glowing even further. Snigdha phalendu, the Indu is on the phala, on the forehead. Bhagam, it is there, situated over there. Lasan Neerajot Fulla Kalhara Samstam, water lilies and lotuses. Kalhara, lotus. Neeraja is water lily. So she is decked with water lilies and lotuses. Lasan means to be decked with. Lasan Neerajot Fulla Kalhara Samstam. Lalate, again comes back to the moon. Lalate, Kshanardha, piece of the moon. Lagno, Ujjvalangim. Right? The whole body is glowing. Now, Acharya very beautifully, when he is describing, he reverses it and says that the moon is only a decoration. The moon glows because of the innate glow of the Devi herself. And the moon becomes the reflection. So I am able to see the moon. Right? Now, when we go to Sri Vidya, we see that there are 16 Nitya Devis. 16 Nityas. Right? In Lalita, we find the word Nitya a number of times. Nitya Klinna, etc., etc. Many times the word Nitya comes. Nitya, the word Nitya means that which is eternal. Nitya, the word Nitya comes from day, one day, right? She who is, so there are 15 Tithi Devatas. Tithi Devatas, right? Bhagamalini, Nitya Klinna, etc., etc. These are at the ending with Chitra. So 15 of them. And the 16th Nitya is Devi herself. These are the 16 Nityas. They are all representing of each of the Tithi Devatas. So the moon, why does it shine? It shines with the power of that Tithi Devata in the moon. The moon does not have a light of its own. Now that is true. We know it from a scientific point of view also. We know that this moon will not be shining unless it is reflecting from the sun. What is the sun? The sun is the glorious light that is coming from Devi herself. Right? In the Navadurga, we say Kushmanda. Kushma Anda. Where is she residing? In the heart of the sun. Right? In the Dhyana Stotra of Kushmanda, we see that she resides in the heart of the sun. It is her glow that glows the sun. Ushma Anda. Ushma means hot. Anda means egg. Right? So that hot egg, that is the meaning of her name. Right? People say Kushmanda means ash gold. Not ash gold. Right? No, so not the grey colored ash gold. That is also called Kushmanda, but there are different meaning. Kushmanda ka Ushmanda, that which is the hot egg, which glows this entire world. From that, there is a reflection. That reflection individually is reflected back to us through a Nitya Devi. So here he says, Lalate Kshanartha Lagno Ujjvalangim, Parandhama Rupam, she who is the ultimate reality. Bhaje Pandya Balam.
In Khadgamala Stotram, it says Nitya Klinne Bherunde Vanivasni Maha.
Correct. These are the Nityas. These are the Nityas. See, Khadgamala, we will do the Khadgamala at some point of time after we finish Soundarya Lahari. It is a very important mantra to be done. It is called the Sahasrakshari. It has 1,000 syllables. Right? Devi's mantra is Panchadashi. We have seen that. Shodashika, we see her name, right? Shodashika, Shodasha Matra Rupini. Shodashika means after the 15, Kaye, Ila, Reem, Hasakala, Harim, Sakala, Reem, and then Shreem is added. And then therefore she becomes Shodashi. Then there is Mahashodashi and all that in Sri Vidya. So this Shodashi Rupana, this Devi, the 16 Nityas, the 16 Devis, over and above that, there is a whole 1,000 syllables. So this is called Panchadashi, 15 syllables, right? The Trishati is each syllable, there are 20 names. Kakara Rupinyai Namaha, right? Right from the Ka, E, La, so Ka, E, Ela Sugandhini, Ela Sugandhinyai Namaha, Ye, like that. There are 20 names, 15 into 20, 300 names. That is how the Trishati is organized. Khadgamala is 1,000 letters like that. When you put all the 1,000 letters together, you get Khadgamala. So it is a Sahasrakshi mantra, the Sahasrakshari mantra. So we will do that. It's a beautiful stotra, and it actually takes you into the Sri Vidya with the Avranas one by one. It covers. So from the outside right up to the Bindu, it covers all of these. So that we will do.
Guruji, I also came across Adya Kali Stotram.
I have that. I've learned that. I will. Okay. We'll share that. We'll do that. Once we finish Meenakshi, we will do Adya Kali. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.